The fact that Malonga is already working out in this area and it looks like she could potentially go to number 4 to the Mystics, now that'd be insane to see. I am Jambari Moreau. This is Moreau Sports Media. Today we're talking Dominique Malonga. Now let's jump into it. Dominique Malonga, who was a 2025 WNBA Draft prospect, she was spotted at the Washington Wizards game, and she was sitting there because she's been working out in the area. So it's been said that she has already worked out for the Washington Mystics organization, and she was there in the area. Here's some footage of her getting it in at the University of Maryland on their courts. Obviously, she's overly athletic, dunking the ball with ease, and this is an 18-year-old draft prospect. I mean, for a big, this is what you want to see. And shout out to her Jordans. They look nice. Those are the JT3s in the lemonade colorway. But the fact that she's just able to just hop up on the rim and dunk, that's what we want to see in the W. At least me, from my perspective. I would love to see more women just actively dunking in the game. Malonga is already working out in this area, and it looks like she could potentially go to number 4 to the Mystics. Now that'd be insane to see. Let's look into the W 2025 quickly, some of the mock drafts, and see where she's been projected to go. Draft order for CBS, it goes Paige Beckers, Kiki Iriafen to the Los Angeles Sparks, Chicago Sky taking Olivia Miles, Sonia Citron going number 4 to the Mystics, and Valkyries getting Dominique Malonga. When it comes to the 2025 WNBA draft, I feel like Paige Beckers is obviously a lock for number 1, depending like something crazy. I feel personally that Olivia Miles will be going to the Los Angeles Sparks. And the fact that they need a guard to pair with Rakia, to pair with Cam, who they already have on their team in their front court, who they already have Dearica Hamby in their front court, Miles could complement this team perfectly. She could learn from a point guard like Odyssey Sims. If not, the two of them could start in the backcourt. Then you already have auxiliary players such as Ray Burrell who can come in and get points, Azrae Stevens who can come in and get points, and that kind of fills out the core of this young nucleus. The fact is, Kiki Iriafen, who was Cam Brink's teammate back in Stanford, was projected to go number 2. It hasn't panned out that way because Olivia, her shooting this season has been just insane. Now, with that being said, we're going to move to the number 3 pick, which means the Chicago Sky. I don't think that it's a safe bet to say that Kiki Iriafen won't be playing in Chicago. Obviously, they already have Camilla, they already have Angel, they have their front court for the next 4 years solidified. And they just got to make sure that they get them re-signed. And it's not like they're going to slide Kiki over to the 3. So now with that be, and if they do, then hey, then so be it. Then you draft Kiki at 3, or you just have her as a backup if that's what. But I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think that there's a potential that they could trade that number 3 pick to go get Jewel Lloyd, pair her with Kennedy Carter, and now you have a team that's getting ready to make a huge playoff push. But let's say that they don't draft Kiki and they draft someone else, right, at the number 3 pick and or trade it, which means number 4 is the Washington Mystics. Now, they're going to have a serious conversation if they want to take the raw talent that is Dominique Malonga at number 4, or they go draft the college player at Kiki Iriafen, who's polished and obviously is a great player in her own right. And if you're the Golden State Valkyries, you're happy either way because not only can you get Kiki, not only can you get Dominique, and if Lauren Betts decides to declare, you can get a Lauren Betts on your team too. So they're sitting pretty at the number 5 spot. So the Mystics are going to have some decisions. The Washington Mystics are going to have some decisions to make, whether they draft one of those 3 bigs, and then you could pair them with Shakira Austin, you could pair them with Stephanie Dolson, you could pair them with some of these players on their team. I mean, with that lineup, you could really, if you add in a Malonga and or one of those 3 bigs, you could really have some damage. You could slide Shakira to the 4. Potentially, you could slide Aaliyah Edwards to the 3. I know Emily Anxler is a player who they're in free agency they may or may not bring back. She has the potential to play on the wing. You could slide her over to the 2. I mean, there's some things that you could do with this roster, truthfully. And then obviously but they probably won't do that because you could have Ariel Atkins, and you're also going to have Brittany Sykes in the backcourt. So but it will help their team to get a center. And then you don't have to start Stephanie Dolson, who you would. I mean, she's still a great player. Don't get it twisted. You could start her if you want to because Dominique still be 18 or whomever. Any of these rookies will still probably be young. But you have a potential and the ability to bring in somebody young, go get those minutes, and then really go play for this team. And if you like more Dominique Malonga content, peep this right here. When we talk about her, maybe being the steal of the draft. What are your thoughts? Do you think the Mystics should take Dominique Malonga in this draft? And could she be the steal of this draft? Let me know in the chat, y'all. Man, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.